My name is Andre Michel. I'm working since 2 years now for the Hopnox Audiotool. And before I used to be a freelancer 10 years, working on Flash and actually nothing more. And well, that's pretty much it. Well, the first intention was to try to make a proof of concept, or actually, 3 years ago or 5 years ago, maybe, I figured out a way to hack the Flash player to play back dynamic sound stream with self-generated audio material. And it was just like, okay, I can do it, so what else can I do on top? And then I joined Splice Music, and we tried to build up an audio tool, actually 5 years ago, but it unfortunately failed. So it took about 1 year again to get started here at Hopnox for another audio tool, and I think this one we have better cards. We are 5 programmers. So there's Joy Ebert. He's responsible for data structures, all the core technology. He's actually doing everything we need to create or to implement stuff on a higher level. So he's doing all the low-level stuff and very fast and very elegant to work with. Then there is Aaron Ross. He's responsible for the graphical user interface. He's doing concepts and he's also doing the programming. There's Kai Philipp Schellmann. He's working on, actually, he's the master of the plugins, of the devices, concepting the new generation of plugins. And, there is me, of course, working on the audio engine and everything else that has to be done. And, of course, Axel Philipsenborg, he's working on backend structures. He will be also involved in the collaboration functions. And, at the moment he's building the community and following and all that normal portal or community stuff. These are pretty much all the coding forces, and then we have 2 designers. They are both based in Berlin. There's André Stubbe. I think he's going to be a very well-known designer in the next couple of years. He's doing amazing stuff, and he's responsible for the look and the feel of the plugins, which I think are remarkable. And there is also Philipp Granzi. He's mostly he mostly worked on the concepts for the timeline. So we did all the concept, but he in the end said, okay, it must be look like that or like this. And he is also doing the common graphical user interface of the whole application. Well, the next steps is pretty much doing what musicians expect from an audio application. So what we needed is the ability to save and the ability to automate actually every device parameter over time. So what we implemented is a timeline, a sequencer. And of course we needed a synthesizer, and we are looking forward for a sample-based drum computer. And first of all, we want to do all the basics that musicians feel familiar with their application, with the application we provide. And then later we want to do some more fun plugins and devices. So stuff even beginners can start with and can play around with, for instance, like the tone matrix and stuff like that. And of course, because it's an online application, we are looking forward to implement collaboration in real time, so the users can play together, work on an arrangement simultaneously. I think these are pretty much the big next steps for 2010. On the technical side, or the client side, we implemented pretty much all we can right now already to have collaboration, but there is still a lot of work to do for the concept side. So how can the people go into a room, a virtual room, and then start playing together? Which rights do they have? When I do something, can another one just remove the device I'm just working on? These are some minor issues we have to fix. And but I'm pretty sure when it's all done and all implemented, it's a lot of fun. So I can imagine someone is just going on a website, say, I want to make music with someone else, and other people going on a website can see that he has a status where it's obvious that he's going to invite people, and then they go into one session and just play around. And well, I'm really looking forward for this feature. I can imagine that people are going to have a better relationship to the music they're doing, and well, I'm hoping that this is going to lead to better music, actually. Well, unfortunately, MIDI isn't standard for Flash-based applications, but well, we actually had MIDI running in our laboratory, which was provided by a Java applet running simultaneously besides the Flash player, and they were communicating. Well, the problem with MIDI is that the Flash player cannot access MIDI data, so we have to find a way to make it really easy for the people to get MIDI data into it. But well, I'm looking forward to implement this feature as well as every other feature we want to do this year. But I cannot say when the MIDI support is coming up. Yes, the pulverisateur is, well, it's an invitation, or the concept is done by Kai Philipp Schirmann, and he's a musician for, well, I don't know, years, I guess. He's playing in a band, he's playing the guitar, and but he's also into electronic music, so he took his time to figure out what kind of synthesizer we need for the Audiotool, and also related to performance and stuff like that. The pulverisateur is, well, it has 3 oscillators, one noise generator, and also audio input. It's a polyphone synthesizer with some remarkable filter architecture, and from what I can hear from it, it's an amazing device. The last year we spent a lot of time to make a lot of technical breakthroughs, like, well, data structure and stuff like that, and a lot of technical stuff. It was really necessary to refactor all the code base we had below from the, well, the first Audiotool demo version. And I think this year is going to be different. We are launching the 1.0, and then we want to release actually every 3 or 5, 4 or 5 weeks with new features, new devices, and well, whatever is ready to be released, we can release, and the 1.0 is just the fire starter.